And now, the 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Sprite.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal on 2K Sports, and the NBA season is about to begin. And the pregame warm-ups wrapping up out there in Cleveland, where it'll be the Cavaliers against the Golden State Warriors. And for the Warriors, finally we get to stop talking about this team and actually get to see them in action. Feels like it's been a long off-season. Still a few moments until tip-off. Shaq, you won multiple championships. Not one, not two, not three, but four.
We are live. It's a Thursday night presentation here on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. We'll also be hearing from our friend Dorsberg from the sideline. The crowd here in anticipation of their home team Cavaliers in an interconference battle here at the Quicken Loans Arena. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. And Golden State looking at who they got. Steph, Clay, and Dre on the perimeter. Draymond Green is out there with Harrison Barnes. And the action on hold, as it appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Tough to see.
Injuries are such a difficult part of this game.
And from a glance, you really can't tell just how bad it is, but he's going to come out, and we'll find out now how bad it is. He may be done for the game. Cavs tried to make a push for the playoffs last season, in a way going against the grain, but instead a disappointing season when it was all over. The coach and front office questioning the team's effort level.
Here's Curry, and James pulls it down. Golden State on D. Excellent D here by Iguodala.
You know, typically, guys, he has the body control to finish when he's in that tight. I'm not sure what happened there.
The Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Love against Barnes. The drive by LeBron. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andre Iguodala. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, yeah, he had not established position.
You know, I prefer the refs to whistle with a block when in doubt. I thought that was a good call there.
Now here's Love. James kicks to Mozgov.
Well, with only one attempt so far falling, this is not looking good. 1 for 4 so far.
Golden State moving it around. Curry with it. Now guarded by Shumpert. Curry with another miss. And here's Love. Shumpert dishes to Dellavedova. They get the rebound. Here's Love. Second shot opportunity, and he sinks the layup.
Boy, he crashed the boards with purpose right there. Well-deserved second chance points for him.
Golden State's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Curry. Drops in the layup for 2.
You know, the height difference there is huge, but he canceled it out with great body control in the air.
Exactly, Steve. He got to the hoop and wouldn't allow himself to be manhandled by the big boy.
No coverage that time. Dellavedova's got himself on the board with 3 there. Well, something you never like to see, but guys, he definitely looks hurt.
Oh, boy, this is something you hate to see, Clark.
You know, it sure is. Injuries, though, are really an unfortunate part of the game, inevitable at times. Hopefully it's nothing serious.
Smith checked in for Matthew Dellavedova. Curry with it. Guarded now by Kevin Love. Thompson for 3. The shot misses. Shumpert with some nice D. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. And it's time for an injury report.
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with the Cavaliers head athletic trainer. Not what we wanted to hear, guys. It sounds like it's a very serious injury. He's not coming back into this game and could be staring at a very lengthy recovery process, guys.
Thank you, Doris. Boy, you always hate to see anyone ever deal with any sort of injury.
Yeah, but it's part of the game, Kevin. Almost everybody goes through it eventually as a player, so you just have to deal with it the best you can.
Unfortunately, it is that, Steve, and it's painful to watch your teammates out there because you're helpless in that situation.
Here's Curry. Following the basket by LeBron James. Here's Barnes. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Yes. Cavaliers leading. I think for a while, Clark, teams looked at Iguodala and saw his talent and what he could do on the floor, and they want him to be a centerpiece. Now that he's been in the league this long, and as a vet, he seems almost better suited as a complementary piece.
I wouldn't disagree with that. I mean, not everybody can be the main focal point of the team, and that's no knock on Iguodala. I mean, I think he's terrific. He does a little bit of everything, does it all well, and I understand he's really a high-quality guy and teammate. He's very much more of a playmaker than a scorer, even though he can look dominant with the ball in his hands at times.
Time now for an injury report.
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with Cleveland's head athletic trainer. A very somber tone over here on the sideline, guys. It does not look to be good news at all. The schedule becomes a real grind at this time of the year, and that injury is only going to make things harder on this team. Guys?
Thanks, Doris. Guys, the only thing you can wish for is that the prognosis isn't quite as bad as they're making it out to be.
Yeah, exactly, Kevin. I don't know, though. I mean, one way or another, it seems to me as though it's going to be a long time before we see him back in uniform.
Yeah, such a shame, guys. You always hate to hear of any player getting injured, and this does not sound good.
Here's Thompson, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
Iguodala is comfortable in his role playing as a sidekick. It makes sense because he modeled his game so closely after Pippen when he was growing up. Very much cut out of the same cloth.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Verajao comes in for Mozgov, and it's Thompson in for Kevin Love. And the Warriors also making a change. Barbosa's checked in. Will it go? Almost, but it rolls out.
You know, final thought here on Iguodala. The more I think about what you said about him and Pippen, they're similar in length. Their ability, their versatility defensively is a talent that I think they both have, in addition to being able to make plays for others. I think it's a reasonable comparison, actually quite apt when you look at those two guys.
Here's Smith. Here's Verajao. Makes it off the glass. Verajao's got his first bucket in this one. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, no team able to build a big lead early on. I mean, it's tight.
What do you think, Steve?
Well, both teams still kind of feeling each other out here, and neither team has been able to find an edge in this game.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
The drive by LeBron. Pass to Shumpert. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Buries the long-range jumper.
These two teams continuing to trade blows like heavyweights in the middle of the ring.
So many times tonight the energy in this building has gone from one way to the other.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Thompson's got 13.
That's 4 of 5 to start this game, guys. He's rolling.
Cavaliers trailing. James kicks to Shumpert. LeBron with it. And it's Iguodala picking him up. And there's Shumpert. That's good on the assist by LeBron. Shumpert's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Leandro Barbosa on the wing. Dishes it to Green. Pass to Iguodala. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Warriors shooting their third free throw shot of the game. And he shows the focus there. Nails the technical. Tipped away. And stolen by James. And Smith with the stop. Like you talked about a back-and-forth game, this is the definition of
Yeah, no doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, not even through the first half, and it's been one heck of a battle.
Well, these are the kinds of games you love. I mean, two good teams going head-to-head in an even matchup, and both sides very competitive, on their toes tonight.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Cavaliers on top. They lead by 2. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade. And they're looking amped up and ready to get going once again. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Cleveland.
Fellas, the rebounding has been very strong. Excellent so far. Putbacks are very valuable, and they're getting some.
Yeah, and I've noticed also that their quick hands have led to a lot of forced turnovers. They're getting some points in transition as a result.
Thompson and Verajao at the 4 and 5. Amon Shumpert is out there with Smith. And it's James in at the small forward. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second.
Last season, Andrew Bogut was able to say that he was the healthiest he's been in years. And that might not seem like much, but it makes a huge difference for him to be at full strength.
Livingston passes to Bogut. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2. It's going to be on Parrish.
And with Bogut feeling 100%, he had so many injuries over the years leading up to last season that it was hard for him to really find himself once again. When he's 100%, he's really a force in the middle.
Love checked in for Cleveland. Stephen Curry's checked in for Golden State. Shumpert dishes to Smith. Tries from 10, and the shot is good. Smith's got his 3rd basket of the night. And with Bogut, as you said, I think people forget just how impactful he can be when healthy. Everyone knows that he's an amazing defender. And he's one of the top centers in the league when he's healthy.
To have a legitimate 7-footer who can move and pass the ball as well as Bogut does, that does wonders for a team at both ends of the floor.
Now it's sent it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, interestingly, guys, Stephen Curry got angry last season when the GMs of the league ranked him the 3rd best shooting guard in the NBA. He said, "I've heard people ever since high school saying, quote, I'm too small. I can't play point guard. Now I'm not a true point guard? Well, I'm certainly not a stereotypical pass first point guard, but the way I can run the show will manifest itself." Kevin?
The great ones always find that motivation. Thanks, Doris.
How about that for a response?
They will say they can give the 3 as well as they can take the 3.
Livingston, no luck.
That's not his shot at all. Way too far beyond his range.
And Shumpert kicks to Smith. Here's Livingston. Finishes the break with a slam.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Well, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Boy, he is a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, he sure is. He remains in total control even at full speed. I love that about him.
Well, you look at how the Warriors have improved. Really a change in philosophy from years past. The new ownership wanted size for position and rebounding, defense, and toughness. They've really established a nice foundation. See the way he times his passes so well? That's a great assist.
Smith, the pass to Shumpert. Back to Smith. The 9-footer's on the mark. Smith's got 4 this quarter. Warriors leading by 3. And the first big move towards that size and defense for the Warriors was the trade of Monte Ellis for Andrew Bogut with Milwaukee.
And like many trades, it was questioned initially, but Bogut has brought that toughness and interior defensive presence this team so desperately lacked. The wins have really validated the Warriors' new direction.
Knocks down the 3-ball. Smith's got it all tied up now for Cleveland.
And his shots are dropping right now. This quarter has been very kind to him.
Bogut gets the bucket.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
Yeah, it sure has, Clark. I mean, with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they really haven't had to do much on the perimeter.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. Mozgov, he's checked in for Cleveland. LeBron comes in for Tristan Thompson. And then for Golden State, Green, he's checked in for Lee. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Klay Thompson in for Sean Livingston. The drive by James, shoots from 12. The shot is off, so Golden State will take it the other way. Iguodala with it. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Curry's shot is off.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
James, it's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock.
You know, that's one way he can finish, but not the only way. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
Golden State's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Well, a question you have to wonder as we watch LeBron play in his prime, should we be more in awe, Clark, of him from a historical standpoint? He has a chance, as many people think, to be the best of all time when he hangs them up.
He's right in that discussion. He's arguably already in the top 10. Actually, in my opinion, he is in the top 10. clearly, right now, if he stopped playing, he'd be in the top 10 with a chance to be on some people's top 5 list. He's a once-in-a-generation kind of player, but so too were others. Oscar, Wilt,
Well said.
Elgin, and guys of that ilk. But I think it will be a long time before we see anybody quite like him in size, speed, and skill. Well played.
So it's the Warriors now. Thompson left side. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists in the game.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've got. If the shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot. Question is, do they go 2 for 1 here?
Can they get a good shot in time? That's the question.
Well, after knocking down 3 3-pointers last quarter, he's starting to lose the range a little bit.
It's stolen by Curry. And it's blocked. They kick it out to Green. On the wing, Thompson sinks the triple. Thompson's got 19 points. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
No kidding. I mean, neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time, guys.
Steve, so close.
Well, such a seesaw affair, back and forth. I mean, this has been an unbelievable game to watch.
And the first half ends in a close one. Warriors lead by 1. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I'm here with J.R. Smith. You seem to be playing with plenty of determination. What lit the fire under you tonight?
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
I like that he didn't force anything in that first half. His decision-making was really flawless.
That being the case, Steve, I think they want him to be more assertive in the second half. Look to take more shots. Be a little more shot hungry, even the tough ones.
And Golden State looking at who they've got. On the wing, Thompson and Iguodala. Harrison Barnes is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Curry in at the 1 spot. Love can't hit.
Well, a huge part of the defensive turnaround for the Warriors has been the improvement in their rebounding. In fact, they were dead last for 5 straight seasons from 2007 to 2012 in the defensive rebounding. And in 2013, they went from worst to first.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Yes, Kevin, Cavaliers head coach David Blatt, unknown here in the United States, but he spent the last 2 decades establishing himself as the premier coach in Europe. Last season, he led Maccabi Tel Aviv to an upset EuroLeague title. One GM described the team as, quote, outgunned at every position except coach. Kevin, it's been his dream to coach in the NBA.
Many consider him a genius-level coach. Thanks. We'll see how he does.
And the Warriors, you know, last season, top 5 in defensive rebounding percentage, and not far off in overall rebounding. With David Lee and Andrew Bogut inside, they tended to control their backboard.
And Shumpert kicks to Smith. Here's Mozgov. It's rebounded by Golden State. Curry's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
1 for 4 from the field since halftime. They're having a tough time getting it going here.
That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down now to just 5 in the bucket from Mozgov. And the trade for Andrew Bogut really changed the identity for the Golden State Warriors.
Well, they really hadn't been very good defensively in the middle since the mid-'70s with Nate Thurman. So Bogut has brought them rebounding, rim protection, and an element of toughness that they sorely lack.
Warriors leading by 5. Here's Curry. Good. Curry's got 10 points.
And their offense is flowing. It's clicking right now at the beginning of the second half. They've made 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Smith with a wide open look. Smith missing again. Warriors have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. And that one's good. 12 points for Steph Curry.
He's their go-to guy. When he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
A different look now for Cleveland. Varejao comes in for Mozgov. And it's Tristan Thompson in for Kevin Love. Golden State also making some changes. David Lee's checked in for Green. Barbosa comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Warriors have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Barbosa kicks to Lee. Some nice passing by Golden State. They get it again. The Cavaliers trail by 9. The drive by James. And the call will be against Sean Livingston. That's his first foul. Mike Miller's checked in for Cleveland.
First team in for your Cavaliers.
Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. James dishes to Shumpert. And there's the pass to Thompson. Stolen by Barbosa. And now Iguodala running the floor all by himself.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
Man, if we see a few more of them, this game could be in danger of getting out of hand quickly.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Iman Shumpert, an aggressive perimeter defender with lockdown potential. Still very foul prone early in his career, but he's got a chance to be elite defensively as he continues to grow.
Livingston passes to Iguodala. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. Cavaliers making a switch here. Smith is checked in. The Cavaliers trail by 8. LeBron drives in. And Thompson kicks to Shumpert. Takes a 3. James, no good.
Well, he's building the house with those bricks. I mean, one reason is he keeps trying to force it up when he's defended well. Move the ball. Share the sugar.
Livingston, that's good.
Very clever passing. That was just beautifully done.
Cleveland's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Smith wide open. He fired. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Jones checked in for Smith. Warriors leading by 8. Passes it to Lee. It's tipped. Stolen by Bergeron. Jones dishes to Shumpert. Great D that time from Iguodala.
Well defended, and he's not someone who responds well to that kind of defensive pressure.
Bergeron grabs the board. And for the Cavaliers, they're shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Here's LeBron. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Checking out the game LeBron is having. He has 8 points and 2 steals. He's showing us those quick hands today, both when he has the ball and when he doesn't.
Yeah, he's really distributed well on the offensive side, and then ball hawking defensively. He's been impressive.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Marion's checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Sean Livingston. The feed to Barbosa. Deflects the pass. The drive by LeBron. And he gets the bucket.
No, the only tough part of that basket for him was getting into such good position. The rest of it seemed easy.
J.R. Smith's checked in for the Cavaliers. And the Warriors also making a change. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Harrison Barnes.
Well, LeBron said last season that he just couldn't see leaving the Heat. But I guess he came around. The championship foundation in Miami, but some cracks started to show, and now he's back in Cleveland.
Fires from deep. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period. They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
And for LeBron Clark, you think from a competitive standpoint it might have made sense for him to leave Miami?
I don't know if it was driven by competitive reasons, quite honestly. I mean, with the new luxury tax, it had gotten harder for the Heat to add talent to that superstar core. You know, on the Cavs side, LeBron can command the max and play with some younger up-and-coming players who are a relative bargain on their rookie contracts. But I think it went deeper than that. I think it really was about the pull of Northeastern Ohio being stronger than any other consideration for him and his family.
Warriors have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. And that one's good. Thompson's got 8 points in the quarter.
Oh, the rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I thought it might be a little imprudent to try to get those points right back, but it worked.
Smith the pass to LeBron. 2 on the clock. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. LeBron's got 14 points. They get a hand on it. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. The Warriors on top, up by 2. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And a moment now to take a look at our State Farm assist of the game. With 6 in the game, it's been some excellent court vision from Barnes.
Well, he's been key to their ability to find the open man and really get the offense operating smoothly.
The 2 stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. Amon Shumpert is out there with J.R. Smith, and it's Mozgov in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Smith throwing the double team. 6 on the shot clock. Shumpert. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. That's 10 points for Amon Shumpert.
Well, when the double team's in place, it really spreads the floor offensively.
Thompson outside. Curry kicks to Thompson. Rejected by Mozgov. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. Warriors on D. And it's Shumpert penetrating. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And the Cavaliers lead by 2. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Cavaliers?
Now, we've seen them make that extra effort rotating from the weak side, closing out on their airspace, and sending shots back.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
And the jam by David Lee.
You know, for a guy his size, he doesn't play above the rim very often like he did on that slam.
Still got some power behind him, though.
Yeah, I mean, you let him get in close like that, he'll throw one down hard on you.
The drive by James. Shoots it. Here's Mozgov. A stupendous finish in traffic.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
The defense has to make an adjustment. They've got to string together some stops, or at the very least, try to force this team into some bad shots.
Despite the troubles he had in the first half, he stayed composed and focused, and now he's getting it going.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
Well, when Harrison Barnes first stepped onto the scene, it was in the middle of the Warriors' 2013 playoff run. But he didn't exactly build upon that streak as people were hoping for last year. The playing time just wasn't there.
Sean Livingston, he's checked in for David Lee. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard David Blatt as he addressed his team. He told them, the game is right there for the taking, fellas, but we've got to be first. First to lose balls, first to the rim. We have to give our all right here. Kevin, now's the time.
Well, those are key baskets, and we know he can deliver down the stretch.
Warriors have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6.
And I remember that run for Barnes. He would play as a stretch 4 and looked unguardable at times in their series against the Nuggets and then the Spurs. Definitely was hoping for more of that this past season.
Smith, no good.
Remember, he was hot early, 3 3-pointers in the first half, but he may have to start putting the ball on the floor. His shot's not working here in the second.
Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Offensive rebound, Curry. Golden State moving the ball around.
Second half hasn't exactly gone according to plan for him. He only had 1 turnover in the first half, but that number is growing much bigger now in the second.
You know, for Barnes, it was an awkward place for him to be in. They brought in Iguodala, and he was moved to the bench. lot of people thought that that'd be a boon for him, as he would be more focused on the offensive side of things with that second unit in particular and could really thrive.
Yeah, and the change in role and adjusting to being the first option with the second unit, I think was overwhelming for him. And I think you have to remember Barnes is still a very young player, a lot of room for growth, very talented, very skilled, and he's going to get a lot better.
To the middle. Uses the glass to finish the way. So now it's a 3-point Cavalier lead.
Well, they were sleeping on defense. The defense really didn't do its job. I mean, a little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint. That's costly.
Well, and at this stage of such a tight game, I think this is when tired legs start to show. And the defense can become vulnerable in the low block. What a display of offense we've seen today, and it's only getting better.
Well, both defenses have been on their heels all day, and it's begun to take its toll.
Here's Mozgov. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. And the Cavaliers lead by 3.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
On the top of the key, and right on target. Good. 16 points for Steph Curry.
Tell you what, he's been zeroed in on the hoop all quarter long, making big shots.
The drive by Shumpert. LeBron left side. Again, the Cavaliers score.
I'll tell you what, the first half may have been a little slow, but both clubs really picking up the intensity here in the second.
I'll say that's for sure. I mean, things have really ramped up here.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Thompson's got 7 now in this quarter.
What an excellent performance from the field for him.
Cavaliers have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. Blocked. And they'll keep possession. LeBron kicks to Smith. Stolen by Thompson. Knocks it loose. Tries to save it.
Oh, that certainly could be costly. In a close one, those kinds of mistakes can really give the other team momentum.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for Golden State. James against Iguodala. Love inside. Shot left block. Misses off the right iron. The Warriors trail. Iguodala kicks to Thompson. Gets the go-ahead bucket. Thompson's got 36. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
You know, quite honestly, Kevin and Steve, I mean, this game, as close as it's been, you really hate to see it come to an end.
I agree.
Well, then let's root for overtime. Why not? And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Deflected. Barnes dishes to Curry. It falls.
No question about it. Curry is on fire right now.
Well, Cleveland shooting at 52% from the field. They're cooking. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Brings it from downtown.
Crucial basket.
They needed it, and he gave it to them.
It's Curry outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala.
Incredible. Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3-ball with one of their own.
Let's keep this thing going, guys. I love seeing a 3-point battle like this. That's how you get the crowd on its feet.
Huge bucket.
They've been waiting for that one, guys.
Golden State's got a disappointing 2-6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. Curry wide open. Can't knock in the 3.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I thought so too, Clark.
And they go to the intentional foul. 1 second separating the shot clock and game time.
Kevin, they still got
Cleveland. They're losing by 1. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
No need to rush things, although I think you do want to get a shot off in time to the point where if you miss it, you got a shot at an offensive rebound.
Well, if you got a play in your quiver that gets you a good shot, one you've been saving all game, now's the time to use it.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Smart foul there. You got to try to extend the game.
Yeah, it's still close, but they're fighting that clock as much as the score right now.
So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. It was tight, but they managed to come up with the win.
You know, nobody wants to lose a close game, Kevin. It's much better to win those tight ones.
And so now we'll go down to Doris Burke, who's standing by live with our Jordan Player of the Game. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson. You were able to really help out your team on the offensive end. What enabled such a big night of productivity for you?
Well, I'm just used to the pace of the game by now, and my teammates do a good job finding me when I'm open, so all credit goes to them. I just catch them fire when I'm open.
Thank you, Klay. We so appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
Doris, thank you. And for Steve Kerr, Mark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our great 2K Sports crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us as Jordan presents our player of the game, Klay Thompson.